Hello, my little creatives, and welcome back to another episode of Drawfully Fun. Draw with me. Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be heading over to the world of Animal Crossing. We're going to be working on our next character for Animal Crossing. If you haven't seen yet the very first character I did draw Isabelle not too long ago, so feel free to check that out in the cards listed above. You can go ahead and see how awesome she came out, and of course, see if you can give it a try. Today we're going to be working on Dora. Dora, the squeaky yet adorable little mouse. Dora is currently a part of my village. My island. Yeah, it's a village. It could be a village. But she's part of my island. She's not my favorite character per se. She can get a little annoying sometimes. But overall, she's adorable. I like having her on my island. She is a cutie. So let's go ahead and pay some tribute to Dora. Now, this will be more of my rendition of Dora. This isn't exactly how she looks like, obviously, in Animal Crossing. So let's go ahead and see how this turns out today. So let's come on over here. Let's start with the eyes. We're going to do very basic eyes today. It's just going to be 2 circles, 1 and 2, not circles, more like ovals. 2 little ovals side by side right in the center of your page. And we're going to go ahead and color that in nice and dark. There we go. Nice and dark. 2 cute little eyes. And then right underneath, about angling to the left, we're going to come down and do the nose. So we're going to do a really big oval just below it, right over here. So we're going to come here from my right eye, go down in an angle where you want your nose to go, and come over here and make that really big jelly bean nose, like that. Looking good so far. I like it. Let's go ahead and color that in nice and dark. Of course, you don't have to do this now. You can always do this at the end of the drawing when you feel like coloring it. I kind of like to have these parts already shaded in. It gives me more of a sense of what the drawing is going to look like. All right, there we go. She's looking adorable. I love her to pieces. Let's go ahead and do the eyebrows. Cute little eyebrows. Little rainbow curves right there on top. Looking good so far. I like it. Now what I want to do is create the overall shape of her head. So we're going to come over here and do the top of her head that curves down to the nose and then make this big jawline. So what I want to do first is the big jawline. Let's come over here from the nose, just about to the left of the nose, right over here. And we're going to make a super big happy face curve going all the way across. Just about, let's take from our nose, go all the way across and make a dot right here. That's how far I want to go. So we're going to come over here to big curve going all the way around. Big happy face curve. Don't be shy. Go all the way around. Boop, until you hit that dot. So it's going to be humongous. Nice and big. Now I'm not going to keep going this way to continue the head because she's going to have really big ears right on top. So what I want to do now is come over here and make that big ear shape. So let's start from right where we left off here, and we're going to make a big happy face curve come around. So right here, make a really big happy face curve going around, but keep going all the way up. We want to create more of a square looking ear. Not too square, but it's a little bit more squarish than round. Although it is more on the round side in the actual game, I decided to give her a little bit more of a square look. As you can see, it's still round, but it has that sense of a squareness. And then I'm going to do the inner ear all the way around. I'm going to do the closure on the middle right here. And then just keep going all the way around. Follow the same exact curves that you just created. All the way. Like so. There we go. Look how cute that ear looks already. I love it. Let's make a little. Now, if you look at the original character, we do have these little dark triangular tones, some shadows inside of here. So I'm going to go ahead and create that difference here. So it's just going to be a basic sharp triangle right in the middle. very basic. This is going to be one of the very easy characters we draw. I mean, technically all these characters are pretty easy, but there are some that are more easier. More easier? No. Wow, easier than others. Shh, don't tell anybody I said that. All right, let's go back to the top of the head. Right here, we're going to come over from the top. Now, we're going to guide ourselves based off of where this is going. In order to check our proportions, we want to give ourselves a sense of where the head is actually coming out of. If we start all the way down here, it's going to look like the head is flat. If we start up here, it's going to look like the head is humongous. So we got to follow this more or less and come over here. Pop out from the side. And let's create the effect of a forehead. Bring it around in a curve. Just in front of the eyes, start curving it down and above the nose. Bloop. And we're closing it all out with this invisible path right here. So we have the overall shape of this really cute mouse head. Now, if you don't want this to be Dora from Animal Crossing, you have a basic mouse head right here. You can turn this into just a very basic mouse. You don't have to go forward and make the clothes. You just come over and make a cute mouse body. Or if you just want the head, you can make the head. All right, let's go ahead and do the other shape here of our ear. We're going to match the same shape that we did, but it's coming out from behind the head this time. So right here, we're going to come up from the top and create that little squarish, roundish shape of an ear. All the way around, round curves, round edges, and back down to about where the eyes are on the bottom. So give it more or less the same grid, this invisible grid, more or less on that same spot right up here. It's okay if it's a little lower or higher. Don't worry about that too much. We can just keep it eyeballing it more or less on that same path. All right, let's come over here and do the inner ear, same way we did the other one. Follow the curves of the outer ear and just go all the way around. There we go. Looking good. Let's do the same triangle right here, very tiny one. Like that. Awesome, awesome. Looking cute. Very, very cute. Let's do her mouth. She's very happy. Very, very happy character. So we want to do a big curve. And close it out. Bloop. Like that. Let's do a big open mouth. Nice and wide. There we go. And let's do a really big tongue in the middle, all the way from side to side. Ta-da! And we have Dora's head. There we go. Let's do the body. Now, when I first got Dora on my village, I was a little confused. It looked like she was wearing this karate outfit. I thought it was this cute little karate chopping mouse, but it's not. I don't know what it is. It could very well be a karate gi. It could be just a regular old robe. I'm not sure what she was wearing. But I gave it a spin and I turned it into sort of a dress kind of style because she is adorable in a little dress. So we're going to turn that little robe karate looking thing and turn it into a dress. So what I want to do is work on the collar of her robe first. So we're going to come over here from underneath her neck and we're going to bring this down into a Y shape. We're going to curve it downwards, bloop, like that. And like I said, we're going to make a Y shape. So bring this side down. And literally creating the letter Y. Bloop. Easy peasy. We're going to do that again. We're going to just make the trim of the robe a nice border. Do the same line. But this time, instead of coming out from the top and making this border, I'm going to start a little lower, just about right here, and create that Y shape right there. Reason being is because I want to close out the body on the sides right here. So from the top where we started on the letter Y, bring this down. Don't be afraid of making some curvatures. It doesn't have to be a curved line. It doesn't have to be a straight line. We just want to give it a little bit of wave to show that that's excuse me, what happened there? My goodness. To show that we have some curves to the torso. All right, let's go into the arms. So we want her arms to be kind of flailing outwards, one going this way, one going that way, just to make it look like she's waving her arms a little bit like if she was walking. So we're going to have this one coming out to the right. So bring this downwards all the way around and curve it inwards. but I'm not going to go all the way because I want the sleeve of her robe to kind of drape down just below the arm. So right here where we left off, I'm going to bring a little line and curve it down and back up like that. So it kind of gives it that little sense of movement, or of the sleeve. I couldn't think of the word. The sleeve being a little longer than the actual arm. So gravity is taking place and bringing the sleeve downwards. And then we're going to come down and bring this line. Bloop. Oh, I just hit my mic. I am sorry if you heard that big bang. All right, so we have our line coming downwards, bloop, like that. The same way we have a trim on the curves, the collar right here. We're going to make a trim on the arm like that. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. I love her. She's so cute. All right, let's do the other arm and then we'll work on the belt. So right here, we're going to make this one a little different. We're going to give it some more curves. So I want it to look like it's bending a little bit more than that one is. So right here from the corner, bring this downwards like that. And then bring it outwards all the way around. Bloop. So it kind of looks like a little bend. And the same concept of having the sleeve draping over the arm, we're going to do that here. So come over here, kind of where you left off here. Bring this around, wrap it up, kind of like a J, upside down candy cane. And then do the trim. Oh, no, wait, not the trim yet. We want to bring this upwards and connect it to where we left off, right over here. Bloop. And then do your trim. Ta-da! Look how cute she's looking already. I love it. She's adorable. You know, she calls me Squeaky, and she's always asking me if I'm annoyed with her calling me Squeaky, and I keep telling her no. Is she ever gonna get the hint? I like it. Just keep calling me that. My goodness. She is always trying to please everybody. She is such a sweetheart. I love it. Let's go ahead and do the little bow. We're gonna have a big ribbon that's wrapping around her robe right here, and it's gonna be a nice little circle right smack in the middle, just like that. And then we're going to do a little bow. Now, I want my bow to look like it's sagging down just a little bit. So gravity is, again, taking its place here. So we're just going to bring our bow down. I'm going to make it look like a butterfly shape. And up. And give it a little bit of lines right there just to give it some texture or some depth. And then up here, I'm going to make it look like it's a folded bow. So I'm adding a curve. And we're going to do the same thing on the left. So again, we're going to make gravity. Push it down, so come around, make a little butterfly shape. Now you don't have to do it like a butterfly if you don't want to. This is just a personal preference of mine. And close it out. There we go. So we got a cute little ribbon bow. Now we actually got to create the ribbon that's tying around her robe. So right here, across where this entire gap is open, bring this around and then curve it at the end and back to the front. I like to give it these little curves at the end to give it some more depth, to make it look like it's wrinkled a little bit, because you know ribbons are not going to be a flat ribbon right on you. It's going to have some bends and some twists. So I want to give it that look of fabric by doing those little twists, bloop, like that. And then you can come in here and give it some extra lines right there where shadows would go. Look at that, it's coming along. We are almost done. My goodness, time has flown. Let's bring this path down. We're going to continue with this trim and make sure it comes down this way. So for the outside of the trim, bring it down right here, like that. Follow the same path right here. Do another one. It's okay to be wavy like I am. Remember, this is the bottom portion of the robe. It's going to have some movement. It's going to have some waves. And then we're going to close it out. And this is where it's going to turn a little differently than what she actually looks like in the game. Normally, it's closed right up here on top. I extended it, and I wanted to make it look like a skirt flaring out more. So I'm going to give it some more curves. So I'm going to give it a little bit of waves all the way around, and then close it out right here. Nice and round. So it's a lot more like a skirt. Now you're going to ask me, what about this big gap here? This doesn't look right. No, it doesn't. We got to close this gap out. with the side of the robe that would be coming underneath here. So we just bring this out and close it just a little shorter than this one. We're going to make it look like this top layer of her robe is what's overlapping to that side. Okay. And, oh, I just forgot. We're going to add some cute little paw marks. Now again, Animal Crossing characters don't really have these marks, but I do like adding it just to give it some texture. And we're going to do her little feet. Her little feet are just going to be little ovals. Nothing fancy today. They're not bending. They're just standing around. And I also add little lines. Bloop, bloop. There we go. Look how cute. I love it. I'm going to add a little bit more detail to my little skirt here and make it look like this little piece of the robe is actually going behind it a little bit. So by just coming in and adding some extra little lines right on the bottom, it gives the illusion that there's some more behind her legs. All right. Final step, everybody. Let's give her a little tail. She's got a cute little mouse tail popping out right here. And back in. Bloop. You can add those little lines. And there you have it. Let's take a quick look around. Double check. Are we missing everything? No, we're not missing everything. Are we missing anything? Nope, we're not missing anything. All right, guys, and this is it. Wow, we are officially done. And of course, if you've been here before, you know what we do now. We're going to look at the completed version. All right, everybody, you know what to do now. If you liked this video, if you think you got something out of this and you really enjoyed it, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. It really does help me out a lot with the algorithm. I would truly appreciate it if you would like this video. And if you did complete this, go ahead and make sure that you upload your completed work on any kind of social media using hashtag #DrawFullyFun. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I don't go on there very often, but when I do like to check it out. And I may just feature your artwork in one of my upcoming videos. Now, don't forget to check out, I have a little announcement for those of you that made it this far into the video. If you've noticed, I have been posting a lot of YouTube shorts lately, showing you very quick clips of how to do these tutorials. Now, I've gone ahead and decided, I've made the choice to separate my channel between full tutorials and shorts. So I have gone ahead and opened up a second channel called DrawFullyFun Shorts. Woohoo! Go ahead and check out that channel if you want, so you can see the really quick versions of all of these drawings. I'm not going to take down the ones that are on this one, but I will be putting them all over there and uploading all of the new ones on that page. So feel free to subscribe to that one as well and spread the word, guys. Let's get me up to 500 subscribers so I can open up the community tab and start putting out polls and surveys and talk to you all in the community. So I need to get to 500 subscribers to be able to open up that feature. So let's do it. Let's try to get 500 by the end of this year. I would really appreciate it. All right, everybody. Until the next time, happy creating.